Talk Politics with Ewing. Subscribe.
Guys, so after you watch this video, I go drop for you facts based on wetin B2B talk. Then I go allow you decide the truth or the lies yourself. We'll watch together.
Coming from Apple Mechanic, where a large number of Nigerian citizens were waiting for you, but you decided it's important to come to Waru Wazobia, a settlement that is not really known by most Abuja citizens. Why so, sir?
Well, you could see this place.
Yes, sir.
So you could see where governance is needed. Governance is not needed in urban areas, where we have a critical need to show that government exists and care for our citizens' welfare is in rural areas. Because in rural areas, like this place, you wouldn't even believe that this place is part of Abuja. This is the place you need education. This is the place you need primary health care and everything. And I'm here to observe it myself and encourage the citizens on the reason why they should participate in the electoral process by ensuring that those who are elected are people who have the competence and the capacity to be able to provide all those things. So when you see me say, I'm going to make sure that we are going to have a primary health care in our 800 and something watts, you know, I'm going in and seeing them. So we should be able to have 10,000 functional primary health care, which will cover all the wards in Nigeria within a period of time. So that a pregnant mother will not be able to be cared for. A child will not be able to be cared for. With that, we'll be tackling maternal health issue where we have a problem today, tackling infant mortality issue where we have a problem.
Well, you don't hear them. So in they talk about in the proposed saying to create 10,000 healthcare centers. First things first. Where was P2B? The location they call them Wazobia Waru or Waru Wazobia residential area. It dey under Almac. Almac na Abuja Municipal Area Council for Abuja. Now that Waru Wazobia it dey under Kabusa ward. Almac gets about 12 ward. One of them na Garki Gui. Gwagwa, they get Jiwa, Gwarimpa, Kabusa, City Center, Nyanya, Karshi, Orozo, Karu, and Wuse. In Abuja alone, you get an estimated 559 primary healthcare facilities. 179 of those are public and they are managed by FCT Primary Healthcare Board, while the other 380 are private PHC as they call it. Now, according to report from IRIS, in Nigeria, we suppose to get 33,028 primary healthcare centers. But guess what? Now only about 20% of these healthcare centers are in the functional, which takes the number to about 24,319. Now, whereas these 24,000 wey dey functional kind of almost everything na functional on paper, e no really dey functional on ground. Now, that would take like if we do the 20% of 24,000, that would give us like 4,800. It depends if we use 24,000 or 25,000, 4,800 to 500 primary healthcare center. Now, their functionality are also based on the staffing, equipment, etc. Some of them where the healthcare center they just build and there nothing they there till today. Some of them the staffing they very poor. Some of them people they there one or two or three but no equipment. Now, compared to the entire Nigeria, the regions, Northwest get about 1,400 inside, while Northeast get close to 900, North Central get about 800, Southwest get about, this one are from the total number, Southwest get 700 to 800, Southeast get 500 to 600, and Southeast now get the lowest primary healthcare center, because some people they drag P2B already say your region and then get the lowest. Yeah, the lowest. South get about 700 and above. Now, for Nigeria, we get about 774 local governments. These local governments are separated into electoral ward. That will amount to about 8,809 electoral ward. P2B say 8,800, so is they spot on there. Now, every one local government get about 10 to 15 ward. And according to the standard across the world, maybe say they use similar system of state system and local government, one ward suppose get at least one major primary healthcare center. Do you understand? Because in Nigeria now we get first our country Nigeria, then we get each state, then local government dey under state, then ward dey under local government, then communities dey under ward. So P2B dey propose say e go create close to 8 and 10,000 primary healthcare centers. Well, on paper, we already get close to 24,000 already. So if you say go create another 10,000, is it adding to the 24,000 public health primary healthcare center we have, or new ones wey be say im go create? Or is it going to make the 20%, which about 4,000 inside, wey some of them too no dey functional, or which one? We need to know. Now, no forget say for our country, ward na im be the last manageable unit to deliver the primary healthcare services. So this P2B video dey make round, a lot of people dey argue. I decided to drop you the fact. Now we don't know the fact, say currently for Nigeria we get 33,000, whereas 24,000 on paper. That 24,000 only 20% dey functional, and even the 20%, not almost all of them no really dey functional. They don't build am, there's no staffing, they don't staff am, no equipment, or the one wey lack the boats. Now P2B say wan propose, we wan create thousands of it. Now you don't know the fact, you go decide wetin be your truth. You fit say you go fit run this thing, or you fit say oh na just electoral na campaign blab. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and leave your comment below, and drop a like. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Guys, you go watch this video. After this video, I go drop for you facts based on wetin this minister talk about Nysc, the new reform, and also the adire wey dey make rounds. We'll watch the video together.
To bring back the value chain of creating jobs for the young people. So it's not, it's time for us to bring back the value chain of creating jobs for the young people. So it's not even about the uniform. It's not even about the uniform. It's not even about the this thing. It's not even about that. It's about, we have 70% of Nigerians that are young people. For the past 2-3 years now, going to 3 years, university has been running without strike. People are graduating. NYSC is accommodating them. After NYSC, what next? Right. And that's the question.
Yeah, Minister, we have 30 seconds more. So 2 questions you can answer in 30 seconds. When are we expecting this amendment to take place? So when is it kickstarting? And I hope the uniforms will be produced in Nigeria.
No, that is Ankara, sir. Or what was it? What was the name of this? That's why we're touching the economy. What's the name of Adire? If is Adire, so Adire is being produced in Nigeria. We have Edmin Ogun, we have in Ankara, we have textile industry. Let's put our money back into the country.
Yes, I was asking, when are we expecting this reform to kick this year, next year?
No, it's not. There's nothing like this year. This year, it's a process. We have been on the process. We are looking at those ones that we can implement without the act. We are looking at those ones that will wait for the act, and we are pushing. And and that is why it's good to be a youth minister as a youth. So it's for me to go and prostrate to the National Assembly, prostrate to them, and tell them that, see, this is not something. It's something that you should treat like a state police. It's something that you should treat like other things, so that you can put it. And we have a listening president. We have a president that listens to things. If you can be able to convince him better and how to see his own view about the economy. So we have that president that talks to us, that listens to us. As of yesterday, I was still with him. And it's an engagement. And he's also ready to also help us. It's not going to be easy. No reform is going to be.
You don't hear wetin talk. Now, we'll cross-check with facts. And when I drop the fact, you go decide which one be truth or lie by yourself in the comment. So NYSC was actually started 1973. So it's about 53 years old. Now, the new reforms for NYSC will compare them with the old reforms. The old reform, you go for camp, orientation camp for 3 weeks. Now, the new reform, you go there for camp for 6 weeks. And in that 6 weeks, they will get 3 phases. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Total of 6 weeks. Before, when you go for the camping, you do general training. Now they get 11 specialized career stream, which covers the areas of tech, agric, medical corps, education, legal, public service, infrastructure, green corps, they call them green corps, enterprise, creative economy, paramilitary, and security corps. Now so they take separate them. Next, you get, before they do random posting. They say this time around they know they do random posting. If what you study for school, they medically related, your posting should be around that area. Maybe before you say person will study X, they'll post and go another place, so you go to do Y. You get, they say they go work on that. So skill based and security conscious deployment aligned to close qualification. So they go also they pick this state dey secure. If you know dey secure, they no go post you on like the way they dey do already or before. They go just post people go any place until the people come say no, they no fit go there. Next, currently NYC is being managed by military since wey dem create am, military management. But this new reform, they will change them to civilian leadership. So from military management to civilian leadership, but military go still dey protect the camps. Meaning say military go still dey run the camps, but the activities wey go dey go on inside the camps go be based on civilian stuff. Then the one wey dey make a lot of round, wey people dey argue, dey complain, na the khaki, the uniform. Im talk say they go replace am with adire, Ankara. We will go there. And the POP, the POP wey they do, they don't switch am to graduation ceremony where they come give you certification of the skill wey you don learn while when you dey camp. Now more talk about the khaki. Currently NYC they use khaki, you know their uniform. Now they say they will convert am to adire. This adire is specific to Ogun State and Kwara State, specifically from the western part of Nigeria, Yoruba. Now the argument wey people dey argue be say, why don't you just leave the khaki wey no dey religious, wey no get tribe mark to it or anything, no get any tribal reference? Why you wan go use something wey be say Hausas go fit say, oh, this one na Yoruba people get am, and Igbos go fit say na Yoruba people get am? Now Nigeria get close to 250 tribes with three major ones. You get your Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. Yoruba, there's even big tribes like Tiv, the Jukun, them, etc. Other tribes, they Nupe, these tribes they get this thing too. Igbos they get their own traditional wears. One of the example na Isiagu, Hausa get Babanriga. Tiv then get one they call Anga. You don't see the one with Tiv people they wear. Doma people get their own too. So you people from Oriedo, etc. Why you can't they come now say you want pick Adire specific to Yoruba for something will be national service? So a lot of people they argue. He talk something there. He say Nigerian population about 70% plus na youth. Well, Nigerian youth for Nigeria, if you be they 15 years to 35, you be youth, and the percentage now 48-49%, and they around that age. Why we get about 45% of Nigerians are 14 years and below. So if you add those from 14 years to 35, you go figure close to even 80% of Nigerians, which are actually youth. Now the fact be that. So that's that. Now I go let you make you decide, especially this one where it has to do with khaki. Now they bring a lot of discussion online. You feel say make them change them from the khaki to their direct based on this fact we don't know now. Say other tribes they also get their own tribals wear, or you feel say no, make them just choose or pick adire all based on national unity. Drop your comments below. If you're new here, do well to subscribe. Anything where politicians talk from now to the election and beyond, they go cross check and fact check them and allow you to decide which of them they right or wrong. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.